Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. Quinton Post has quickly become a standout player for the Golden State Warriors, and with his unexpected rise to prominence, it's clear that he deserves a nickname that's just as dynamic as his game. No longer just another rookie, Post is earning recognition for his contributions, and it's high time that we give him a nickname worthy of his growing impact. To call Quinton Post a surprise this season would be an understatement. He's not just a random, pleasant twist of fate. He's a legitimate threat on the court. His shooting is exceptional, with a remarkable 41.7% from beyond the arc, showcasing his sharp three-point abilities. On top of that, his willingness to play tough and set solid screens sets him apart from other big men. But that's not all. His team defense is more than serviceable, making him a well-rounded asset for the Warriors. However, there's one thing still missing in Post's young career: a proper nickname. Given his last name, the obvious choice would be the Postman, but this doesn't quite capture the full extent of his abilities. After all, his game is centered around his stretch shooting rather than dominating in the post, which makes Postman seem a bit too basic. Let's face it, Postman just doesn't have the flair that Post deserves. It's a functional, reliable title, sure, but it doesn't give off the same energy as his game. While Postman may imply a predictable, steady presence, it doesn't reflect the exciting and versatile player Quinton is becoming. Moreover, it lacks the edge and excitement that would make it stick in the minds of fans. And while we're on the topic, the term Postman also brings to mind Kevin Costner's infamous 1998 film The Postman, which is known for its lengthy runtime and harshly negative reception. In contrast, Quinton Post is anything but a disappointment. His length is actually one of his standout features on the court, and unlike Costner's portrayal, Post has yet to let anyone down. His contributions have been strong and growing with each game. While Postman might fit in certain contexts, we have to think bigger for a player with post potential. After all, the NBA already has a mailman, and that title is firmly in the hands of the legendary Karl Malone. We need something fresh, something that represents the modern version of Quinton Post, someone who shoots from deep, plays with energy, and embodies the new wave of big men in the league. So what should we call him? It's clear that Quinton Post's nickname must live up to his talents and growth as a player. We're just waiting for that perfect moniker to capture the full essence of his role in the Warriors' success. And we're sure that once it lands, it will stick for years to come, marking the rise of a player who's more than just a postman. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. The Golden State Warriors have been riding a wave of momentum, fueled by the fiery presence of Jimmy Butler. The team's performance has been electrifying, but the looming question still remains. Will this Butler-inspired surge lead them to another championship? The road ahead is uncertain, and the pressure is mounting. If the Warriors fail to capture the ultimate prize, the offseason offers a glimmer of hope. The team may have to dig deep into their strategies and tweak their roster to make another push for glory. It's a gamble that they must be ready to take, for the clock is ticking on their window of opportunity. Greg Swartz of Bleacher Report threw a potential trade into the mix, one that could shift the Warriors' balance. His proposal? A deal with the Toronto Raptors, a move aimed at fortifying Golden State's interior presence. With Jakob Poeltl coming to the Warriors, this could be a transformative change for a team already loaded with star power. In return, the Raptors would get Moses Moody and Buddy Hield, two players who could fill the Raptors' glaring need for shooting. This trade, according to Swartz, makes sense on both sides. But the Warriors are far from a finished product. Despite their firepower, they still lack the size and muscle to stand toe-to-toe with the Western Conference juggernauts, like the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Denver Nuggets, who currently sit atop the standings. Poeltl's stats speak volumes. Averaging 14.1 points, 9.8 rebounds, and nearly 2 blocks per game, Poeltl embodies the toughness that Golden State needs. He is exactly the kind of player that could anchor their defense, allowing their stars to shine offensively without having to worry about getting bullied in the paint. Draymond Green, despite his elite defensive abilities, is still undersized for a center. The Warriors have been forced to start him in this role, with rookie Quinton Post and veteran Kevin Looney rotating as backups. This small ball experiment has worked at times, but it has its limits, especially when facing the physicality of the West's elite teams. Poeltl could be the answer. A bruiser in the paint, he would give Golden State the interior presence they desperately need. He's the perfect complement to a team full of scoring options, balancing out their finesse with raw power and grit. But the question lingers. Would the Raptors take the trade? Swartz believes this could benefit Toronto too, as it would address their dire need for shooting. The Raptors have struggled with their perimeter game, ranking near the bottom in three-point shooting. Meanwhile, Moses Moody's future with the Warriors seems increasingly uncertain. If the team decides to re-sign Jonathan Kuminga to a hefty extension, Moody could once again find himself on the outside looking in. Moody has been playing the best basketball of his career in recent weeks, stepping up in Kuminga's absence. But with Kuminga's return on the horizon, will Moody's minutes dwindle once more? In Kuminga's absence, Moody has averaged 26.2 minutes per game, putting up 11.4 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 1.5 assists, while shooting over 37% from beyond the arc. His growth has been undeniable, but the looming presence of Kuminga's impending return casts a shadow over his continued role on the team. One silver lining, however, is that Moody's rookie extension contract is about to be lifted, making his trade value much easier to navigate. The Warriors could move him more freely, but is that the right choice? Should they part with a player who fits so well with their current roster? The financial side of the equation is another critical factor. Moody is slated to earn $11.6 million next season, while Kuminga is eyeing a much larger contract, one that could reach as high as $35 million. The discrepancy between the two salaries could be the difference between keeping the Warriors' roster intact and sending them into luxury tax territory. With Curry, Butler, and Green already commanding a combined $140 million in salaries, the Warriors need to be smart about their moves if they hope to stay under the second apron and maintain flexibility for future seasons. The stakes couldn't be higher. The Warriors are at a crossroads, and every decision they make could tip the balance between championship glory and missed opportunity. The offseason promises to be full of tough choices, and the pressure is building with each passing game. Will they be able to make the right moves, or will they fall short once again? Only time will tell. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.